Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to take a look at some really quick and easy patterns that you can sew within 1 to 2 hours. About a year ago, I posted a similar video. If you want to take a look at that list, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description box below so you could go over and check out that video. It's titled 2-Hour quick and easy sews or something like that. So in this video, we are going to focus on patterns that you can sew within 1 to 2 hours. These are patterns that have just recently come out either in the later end of last year or the early spring or spring of this year. And so with all of that said, we're going to go ahead, take a look at some of these patterns and see what we can sew within 1 to 2 hours. So I want to first start with the Nomi pattern ME2013 by Brittany J. Jones. It is a crop top that come in 2 different variations. You can do a round neckline or a square neckline. You can also do sleeve options such as a sleeveless variation and a sleeved variation with a band at the lower edge of the sleeve. So I absolutely love this pattern, although it has like a front panel and 2 side panels and then also a back panel. It is very easy to put together, and I have no doubt that you can sew this up within 2 hours. So it is a bit cropped. It will come above your belly button. And so if that's something that you are not interested in, you might want to either think about your style choices, like what type of pants that you can wear to actually hide your stomach or anything like that, if that's something that you are concerned about. Or you can lengthen the pattern, which is something that I did. I lengthened 2 of my variations by 2 inches, and I also increased the width of the lower band, which also gave me some more room to play with. And so this is very easy, and even though you will be doing some adjustments if you don't like the crop, it's still fairly easy, and you can definitely sew this in 2 hours. Another pattern that would be really easy and quick to sew is the Nomi ME2002. This is also a pattern by Brittany J. Jones, and it is designed really beautifully. I would definitely recommend this to beginners and advanced beginners because you only have 3 main pattern pieces that you are sewing with. And if you want to make a belt, there is a tie belt pattern that is also included with the pattern. So this pattern features a mock turtleneck, and you could do either a sleeveless option or a sleeved option. The sleeve is a 3/4 length sleeve, and then you also have a front pattern piece and the back pattern piece. The garment has side slits on the side, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful garment. It is easy to sew, like I said, and perfect for your beginners and your advanced beginners. I had fun sewing this, and I'll go ahead and share with you what my make looks like. The Simplicity 8655 is an older pattern by Mimi G. However, it is such an easy make. This is one of her easiest patterns that I have sewn. It is such a beautiful pattern. It is a cover up with really long ties. You have your front, which is the front and the back is your main pattern pieces, and then you have a lower section of a sleeve. So the sleeve is a grown on sleeve, but you have a lower section of the sleeve that you're attaching to that grown on sleeve. It's very simple, very easy, and I highly recommend it. I'll put a couple of variations here of me wearing the garment. It is just such a phenomenal piece. If you are looking for a cover up for spring and summer, I would definitely say the Simplicity 8655 is the way to go. So from the early spring Simplicity collection, the S90-690 is an easy to sew pattern as well. This is kind of like a wardrobe pattern, but each piece within this, I would say you can definitely sew within 1 to 2 hours. You have a dolman style top that have 2 different sleeve lengths, and then you also have a pair of pants which also have 2 different variations as well. You can do a version with elastic at the lower cuff, or you can do just the wide leg variation, which is really fun because it's just a pull-on pair of pants and with an elastic waistband. So this is definitely going to be for your beginners and advanced beginners, and would definitely be something that I would say you can sew within 1 to 2 hours. Next is the Simplicity S9604. This is a pattern that I had the privilege to work with last year, and I absolutely love this pattern. Looking at the details on the front of the envelope, it does look a little intimidating, but you can definitely sew this within 1 to 2 hours. It has pleating around the neckline, and also that pleating is on the front neckline as well as the back neckline. The back neckline is rounded, whereas the front has a V-neck. You do have options here. You can do a tunic version with elastic in the waistline. You can do just a regular variation without elastic in the waistline, or you could do a crop variation. And then you also have sleeve lengths. You have a long sleeve with elastic at the lower edge of the sleeve, as well as a flutter sleeve variation. So I've had the opportunity to make many versions of this. You can also hack it into a dress, which I have done. It's just a beautiful pattern, and I would definitely say for your intermediate to advanced sewers, you can definitely get this done in 2 hours. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is for beginners. However, advanced beginners who are ambitious can probably tackle this and be fine and probably be within that 2 hour mark. Next is the Simplicity S9716 and the 9717. So this pattern has a plus size category as well. So I really like that about the pattern. It's also easy to sew, and also it's a wardrobe pattern. So you have a tank top, a long duster, a skirt that you can actually make and create like this wardrobe here. I don't necessarily think that I would make anything from this collection, but it's very easy. Like the summer is coming up. If you want a few tank tops or something like that, you can definitely do this. And I would like to see this tank top with that Simplicity 8655, that Mimi G cover up. Those two would look really well together, I think. And then also you can just mix and match and just kind of pick whatever you want from this wardrobe, but it definitely have some easy pieces in here, and you can definitely sew these projects within an hour or two. Next is the Simplicity S9751. So this pattern, as well as the Simplicity S9752, just came out in the spring collection of 2023. I do think that this would be a really great pattern for beginners and advanced beginners, people who are learning how to sew. This is an hour project here, and it will be really simple and easy for you to sew. I think depending on your fabric choice, you can get a really good pair of pants. I don't necessarily like the asymmetrical skirt. However, I do think that this is going to be really easy and fun to sew, and something that you can get done really quickly. The Simplicity S9757 is also an easy pattern that is something that I would suggest for beginners and advanced beginners. You have different styles of a mock neck top, and also different types of skirts that have elastic in the waistband. So you have a long skirt with a slit on the side, and you have a mini skirt that has some ruching on the side. Again, summer is coming up, and I think that this would be really fun for those individuals who are learning how to sew and want something that is around that 1 hour to 2 hour mark. I think you can sew both pieces within 2 hours. So that is really fun and easy, and I think would definitely be fun for beginners. Next, the Simplicity S9745. This is another pattern that came out in Simplicity's spring collection. This is your classic slip dress. And so for those of you who are looking to sew slip dresses this summer, I think this would be fun to sew. If you are someone like me who don't necessarily like wearing scrappy type dresses or anything like that, slip dresses are fun because you can put things over top of them or under them, and those things do trend often. And so I really like those types of styles, and you can definitely create those types of styles with them. You can dress them up, dress them down, and it would be fun. So I definitely think that this would be something like your 2 hour sew. Next, the Simplicity S9740 and the Simplicity S9741. This is a Mimi G pattern, and Usually, again, Mimi G, she usually have a lot of pattern pieces with her patterns, but she has been gravitating towards more easier and looser silhouettes. And so I really, really like this. This one here is going to be for your average sewist, so those individuals who have intermediate and advanced skills. And so you will be able to breeze through this, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours at the most. You do have a collar at the neckline. That would probably be the most challenging part about this. However, you just have dolman sleeves, so you have your little grown-on sleeves there, so you don't have to do any insetting of the sleeves. And you have one main pattern piece for the front and one main pattern piece for the back. And so this is going to be really easy. And like I said, the most challenging part would probably be the collar. And that's basically all that you have for those pieces. It come in 2 different lengths and styles, and you also have different sizes as well. So like I said, you have your regular sizes and then you have plus sizes as well. So that's really nice. The new Look N6741 would be really nice for summer and spring as well. I really like the skirt. You have different panels. You have a little bit of a slit on the front, which is really cute. And I think this would be definitely something that would be easy for your advanced beginners. And you can definitely get that sewn up in an hour or so. And if you want to make the top as well, that probably won't take as much time as well. So I think that pattern would be really fun and easy to sew. The McCall's ME2013 is another pattern that just recently came out. This is a Mrs. Knit corset top. Now, it does say corset in the title, but I don't think you're using any type of boning or anything like that. I think you're just using elastic. I think this is going to be, although it's classified as easy, I think advanced beginners, especially intermediates and advanced sewists, will have no problem sewing this up within an hour or two. Like I said, I think you're just using your elastic. At least that's what the pattern is calling for on the back of the envelope, is elastic. And so I really think that this would be really fun and easy to make. You have this really low cut, like a semi-square neckline, which is really cute. And I think it's really fun. You have gathers on your sleeves and you have a little bit of a puff sleeve. So I think, again, this is really fun and cute, and it's saying that it's easy. I would definitely think you can get that done within 2 hours. The Simplicity S9701 is a Mimi G pattern. This is a body contrast that came out in the early spring. I also think that this is going to be an easy, fun pattern as well. And for those of us who like, you know, this kind of a cut of a neckline, is very trendy and very stylish, and I really like that. You can definitely play with this pattern. You can make a top, you can make a dress if you want to, or you can like expand the sleeves, you can alter the neckline. You can do so much with this, and I think it's really fun, and it would be very easy and definitely your 2-hour sew. Next, the McCall's M8344 Mrs. Knit top is also said to be easy. I would say view C and D would be your easy patterns. These are patterns that don't have as many pattern pieces, as well as it doesn't have as many details as well. So I think that that would be really easy. You do have, for view C, it's a crop top. You have for the top portion of it, you have a crossover V neckline, and then you have a lower band that you attach to that neckline, and or to the bodice, I'm sorry. And then you have long sleeves and a gathered sleeve head, which is really fun. And I like view D as well. And view D has a longer lower section, and so it's not cropped. And you also still have that crossover bodice and the gathering on your shoulder there with a long sleeve. So I really like these, and I think that those would be about 2 hours to sew as well. The McCall's M8259 is a Mrs. Wrap skirt, and I've had the opportunity to sew this last year. I made view C, but I definitely think all views would be the same. It's just the difference in length. So you do have one long band for your waistband, and so you don't have to worry too much about the waistband. And then you have your front skirt and your back skirt. So those are the patterns that I am suggesting for 2023 for you to make simple, easy projects within the 1 to 2 hour mark. And I think that these are all going to be really fun to sew and very trendy for 2023. Let me know in the comment section below if you have sewn any of these patterns. If you did, what your experience was like. What did you like most about the pattern, and what did you like least about the pattern? All of that stuff will help us as we are sewing these projects ourselves, and we know what to look for. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you all have a blessed and happy sewing week, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.